Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Happy to have you guys here today with me. Lots to talk about, a little bit about some of the recent news, but just also to give a little bit of my personal opinion about some things in general, because I think it's important to kind of look at what we see in the media objectively about the news with Harry and Meghan. And I watched some of the British clips on Loose Women on YouTube, and it just infuriates me when I see the majority or most Black women that are on those shows always want to give Meghan and Harry this benefit of the doubt about their behavior and their comings and goings, and just let them be them and just let them be happy and in love. And you know, when people say that, these are people who look superficially at something and they can't really give an opinion. And I almost wonder, why are you even on the show if what you're going to say is, well, just let them be them, just let them be in love and go do what they want to do. Well, you're on a show to be talking about what is in the news, so either give an opinion about it, or, you know, give reasons behind your opinion, but don't just say, just let them be them. You are on the show to talk about the comings and goings of the royals, so say something about it. And it's almost like you hear them say, well, just let them be them or let them be in love, because they know that they don't want to have to say anything that's critical. And they know they would have to almost say something critical, because they know that some of the things that Meghan and Harry are doing are not in line with some of their own personal beliefs and how they feel that they should be behaving. So apparently the Queen was asked to strip the titles from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle after the Christmas snub. On Thursday, the pair launched their nonprofit organization, Archewell. Archewell. No one even know how to pronounce it. Okay. In doing so, Harry described himself as his mother's son without a mention to his own father. Although the organization was started under the premise of attempting to build a better world, but failing to even mention Prince Charles has created a backlash. Another one said they are becoming a very sad case. Can't make it on their own merit, will never achieve what Prince Charles has done for young people. Someone else said, just wondering if all the compassion that they are banging on about will extend to their father. Silly me, of course it won't. On the Archewell site, the pair used two pictures of themselves as children, one of Harry at Highgrove and Meghan with her mother, Doria. As well as launching the foundation, the pair also revealed the Archewell audio and production names associated with their Netflix and Spotify deals. In a statement called A Letter for 2021, the pair said, I am my mother's son, and I am our son's mother. Together we bring Archewell. We believe in the best of humanity. Before I read on, this is why I think myself and others are so strongly opinionated when it comes to this couple, because they put out information that is not aligned with what they are doing in their own lives. It's like they're preaching to us about trying to make the world better. But when you go into their world and who they are, it's like a black hole where none of the things that they say is half of what they do. And it's almost like when you see something happening that is wrong, you want to say something. You're like, oh no, you didn't. What did you just do? What? No. Like, you want to call them out. And see, and this is what they are doing. It's all propaganda. It's all trying to make it seem like they are trying to make the world a better place. But when you look deep into their own world is very dark. It's very malicious. It's very mean. It's condescending. It is the most horrible portrayal that you could possibly see from a couple that's trying to be the complete opposite of what their actual and real lives are. It's not even real. Because we have seen the best of humanity, we have experienced compassion and kindness from our mothers and strangers alike, and don't even have the audacity to mention their fathers. And they're going to talk about their mothers, but they don't even acknowledge their fathers. And this is so ironic because think about it. It's Meghan, in a sense, not even acknowledging Harry. You see, so she even got Harry not even acknowledging himself. Because Harry should have been like, wait a minute, we only going to mention our mothers? But I'm a father. So that means we're not going to even mention me. Does Harry not get it? Does he not see how Meghan is also erasing himself from the picture when she's got him acknowledging his mother? Meghan's mentioning her mother. Oh, but together, Meghan says, and I am my son's mother. But what is Harry? You see, so you need to acknowledge both of your parents, especially when both of your parents have played an important role in your lives. And their whole existence to even be able to do the things that they are doing is because of Harry's father. Meghan, she's slick. She a slickster. She's slick. So she's running a scheme. She is scamming. She is scamming, and she's doing it in a way that it's going to make her look like the hero. But you don't see the undercut. See, that's what we're here to do. We're looking to see the undercutting of what Meghan is doing. And how is she going to sidestep the whole relationship and founding of what Harry is with his own son. With him right there in the room. He don't even know that she's doing that. So that's why we have to call this behavior out, because it is wrong. Wrong. Okay, so this goes on to say that Harry and Meghan will have a very awkward reunion with Prince William and Kate Middleton when they meet with them this year. A royal insider said. Phil Dampier, author of Royalty Suited, Harry and Meghan, in their own words, told Sun relations between the brothers may be in the same position since this time last year, which we know wasn't good. He said, I think it's going to be very awkward if they do meet. From what I am told, the rift is not a lot better at the moment. They are not talking a lot. Now, keep in mind, this is a couple that wants to make the world a better place. But they don't even speak to their own family members. They disrespect authority. They do all the things you teach your children not to do. But they want to make the world a better place. See, that's telling you that something is wrong. When I watch the shows, like I said, on Loose Women, how they always want to give Meghan the benefit of the doubt. Now, let me tell you something. If Meghan was acting the way she's acting with the royal family, if she did that into these women's household, the black women I was talking about that always want to take up for Meghan, if Meghan were behaving that way in their family, you best be believing they come out and speak about it. Like, no, you don't be disrespecting my grandma. Oh, no, you don't be doing this. Like, they would be the first one to say something. But when they get on TV and give their commentary, they don't have the willingness to even be truthful about this couple's conduct and say, when you feel like something is wrong. I mean, you can still like them. You can still want the best for them, but you have to be truthful. You have to be able to say when this couple is doing things the wrong way. And when you don't want to come out and say that, and you always want to say, well, just let them be in love. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. No, you can't do that. You can't just leave them alone because you are in your position on camera to speak about it because it's the news. And your job is to speak about what it is that they are doing and not to sidestep it and say, just leave them alone and let them do them. Because you are there to speak to the people and to give your opinions about what they are doing. In this year's Christmas Day speech, the monarch reflected on the past year and spoke of her pride in the nation. And as I listened to the Queen's speech, she said a lot of things that I think were addressing things that Harry and Meghan should be doing. And that is putting the nation first and helping out your country and stepping up to the plate to do things, because you are in such a privileged position. And your privilege in this position is only because of the people. And the least you can do is to reach out and to take care and to comfort and to help out the people for your privilege. But we know that Harry and Meghan are not doing that. They're trying to make money off of the people. It's not about helping the people. And see, this is why people really have to, especially when they are talking about this couple, they have to come out and say this, because that is exactly what it is. They are using people to make money because they're desperate for anything that they earn to pay for this facade of a lifestyle that they are trying to create. In the United Kingdom and around the world, people have risen magnificently to the challenges of the year, and I am so proud and moved by this quiet, indomitable spirit. The Queen took seconds to decide that she did not want to allow Prince Harry to lay a wreath at the Remembrance Day service, according to reports. Palace sources said that Her Majesty refused the Duke's request and made her decision in less than 1 minute, because the Queen knew. She knew anything that was going to come out of anybody's mouth asking for anything that got Prince Harry to do with it, she was going to shut that down. Essentially, the Queen did a smackdown when she did that in less than 2 minutes. Okay. An insider told the paper Remembrance Sunday is one of the most important dates in her calendar, and nothing is done without her knowledge. They added, people were suggesting the palace's reaction to what Harry had asked was petty, but it was the Queen's decision. And what's more, she actually had very strong views on the subject. The Queen is set to give Prince Harry and Meghan Markle an ultimatum amid the ongoing controversy surrounding their royal titles. The monarch, 94, could make the Duke and Duchess of Sussex decide between the royal titles and mega million-dollar deals in a shock showdown. Harry and Meghan have already signed a lucrative deal with Spotify to host and produce podcasts, estimated to be worth around $30 million. The partnership comes a few months after the couple also signed a Netflix deal to produce a range of programs and series rumored to be worth more than £100 million. The Queen is due to review the deal with Prince Harry, 36, later this year, where they will discuss his future with the royal family as well as his titles. That is so important for the Queen to really show her hand with these negotiations, because, you know, you can't just expect to come into the royal family and run roughshod and do whatever you want to do just because you're a royal. Most importantly, you have to be able to follow rules and protocols because you are a royal. And see, they don't want to do that. They don't deserve to have their titles. They don't deserve it because there's no humility in them. It's all ego. It's all about them and wanting to do what they want to do and make the money that they want to make. Because Meghan is on this power trip that she's got some kind of authority now and popularity, and she wants to run roughshod. mean, is it so much to ask to say, go do what you're going to do, but you can't use the crown. You can't use your titles to benefit yourself. And see, this is the problem. They are trying to piggyback off of, like I've said before, the history, all of the work that the Queen has done in helping this monarchy become what it is today. And she's going to come in and try to ghettoify the monarchy. I mean, essentially, that is what she's trying to do. She's trying to take something that is well branded in meaning. It has its tradition. It has its way of going about things. And she's trying to take this establishment and make it her own in her own kind of way. And it's not a racial thing. It's just, she's just ghetto fabulous with this. And it's wrong. And the Queen should not allow it. Some of the things that were being said is that, there was a source that said Her Majesty was remarkably clear and decisive on that point and has never deviated from it, not once. And the point that she was trying to make was that Prince Harry was told during their intense first Megxit review that if you can't accept the way things are going to be, if you go and live in California, these are the rules. This is what you cannot do. Then you need to just walk away and just go do you. You're not going to even have your titles. So she would be very much justified in stripping them of their titles because of these deals that they have gotten, knowing full well that they weren't supposed to try to attach themselves to anything that had inkling of trying to profit off of the monarchy and your titles. They can't seem to be independent of the royal family because, see, they don't have any meaning just by themselves because they don't have anything that really makes them relevant at this point, right? So yes, relevance. I know we've talked about this and we know this is the whole thing about them. And they're once again trying to become relevant and trying to make themselves something that they know they can't be without having this attachment to the crown. It is what it is. The Palace Insider also spoke about how Meghan Markle and Harry's actions since moving to California clearly show the truth of it. They simply had ambitions that were completely incompatible with being members of the royal family. It was clear their choice to leave and seek their fortunes elsewhere. You know, they're not exiled, but they should be at this point. Harry and Meghan are clearly where they want to be, and good luck to them. If this is what you want to do, go do what you want to do, but you ain't going to try to ghettoify the monarchy while doing it. Period. Their career choices at this point, there's not even an inkling of a chance that they're going to be able to keep any part of their royal duties while still continuing to do what they're doing in California. I think the Queen is upset. She's had it. She's like, look, I've tried to tell you guys, you know, when anything that you do has to come through the crown. We have to look at any deals, things that you do to make sure that they are in line with what we do as a royal family. And they didn't do that. So they don't want to follow rules. They don't want to adhere to regulations. They don't want to have any control over the things that they do. And if that is the way it is, then they're just going to have to walk away from having their titles. They're going to have to be seriously just cut off. And this is how you show tough love. You do things because you know you have to put your foot down eventually and say enough is enough. And I think the Queen is at this point, she is justified in her doing so because it is the audacity to go and just do what you want to do. Say we want another year. Say we still want to do our deals, not confer with the royal family about any of the deals that we have. And still try to profit off of the monarchy. Other palace source said it just goes to underline the Queen's judgment. You simply cannot do both roles without conflict. And contrary to the speculation, it was actually a pretty straightforward decision on Her Majesty's behalf. Referring to Meghan's entrepreneurial exploits, the Queen knows you can't have a working member of the royal family also bringing in millions of pounds by Spotify to tell people swipe and follow their podcasts or encouraging consumers to buy a certain brand of coffee. They simply are not compatible. You just can't do it. And this just goes to show you that that Meghan, she had a clear objective when she went into this royal marriage with Harry. She wanted to exploit the royal family for her own benefit. That was her intention all along. And now that the Queen is putting her foot down and saying you cannot do this, they're going to try to make it sound like it is the Queen and the royal family who are the ones who are holding them back from making their money. No, the Queen said, we hate to see you go, but go do you, boo. Go do your thing. But you're not taking the things that I have built up or that we have here in the UK, and you're not going to try to getify it with an American version. There ain't no American version of the royal family. This is why the royal family is so unique in what they do, because they are only in the UK. It starts in the UK with the Commonwealths. There's just no version of that in America, because the Queen is not head of state. She is not over America. We have a different government, and you cannot try to make your little piece of the UK monarchy in California. It just is not going to happen. And this is how you can see her intent was to do this all along, because from the moment she knew it was okay, I'm done with this royal family. Let's get out of here, Mr. Windsor. We're going to go do our version of the UK in America. We're going to go do us. And then she knew that she was going to try to do this from the very beginning. So she's conniving, and you have to be intellectually honest about this. You have to look at this situation and know that does look like what her ambitions were from the very beginning. This is a clear identity of a con, if you want to ask me. Like, she was trying to con the monarchy, trying to take the UK's monarchy and plant it over back into California. Like, okay, we here now, we the American version. No, you ain't the American version. Step back, get your butt back over in the UK if you want to start being like in the royal family, because they ain't having it. And with that, I want to also say congratulations and thank you to everyone who participated in my challenge or my game that I had when I did my secret word. And the winner of it was Mrs. Finola O. Merchu. I know I butchered that name, but that's just what it is. Okay, so congratulations to you, and to thank you to everyone who participated in my contest. It was so much fun to try to do something like that, and I do plan to do more things like that. I'm working on my story about Queen Noor, and I'm going to be also dropping in some stories on some other things, because we just getting sick and tired of Miss Meghan and her conniving. We getting enough of her. We just stop already, girl. Just go on by. We done with you. Okay, so until next time, you guys, peace and love. I love you. Bye bye.